Hey, what's up, guys? Stroger here for another review. Today's items up for review will be some resistant bands. Resistant bands, we all heard of them, we all know about them. And this particular brand, it's called Marina Sports. That's the name of the company. And I don't know, like I just did a lot of research, and before I made a decision to buy some resistant bands, some hip circles, as they call it. And the whole thing about hip circles is mainly designed to warm up your hips. Also a glute activation. It also gives you that glute activation if you use it properly. So within this video, I'll show you guys how to use them and the levels and all the small details that people tend to overlook. And of course, also the price and give my honest rating. So I stumbled across these off of Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description down below, and based off seeing the reviews and the way they look, I decided to pull the trigger. So these hip circles, a lot of people sell them, a lot of companies sell them, so it's pretty, I mean, it is common that you'll see these. You can get them anywhere. This particular brand, no, you had to go online. But I just wanted something that was budget friendly and that was very effective. So with that being said, I know they have other brands out there. Mark Bell, he has his own brand, and they're supposedly based off the reviews. They're legit. Now, granted, you'll have some bad reviews, but mostly good reviews. But with the price comparison compared to the bad reviews, I didn't take a chance on that, and also I probably wanted to have quite a few of them. I wanted to have. They commonly sell these in a 3-pack. Not just this particular brand, but other brands. So I'm like, well, if I'm gonna get some a pair of if I'm gonna get some hip circles, a pair of them anyway, or a set, I'll go for that compared to just getting one and then relying just off of that one. And then the price, it's not too bad as far as what Mark Bell sells, but again, compared to the price, you only get one, and then the bad reviews. But there's nothing you really can do about that, because you're always gonna have some kind of bad review. But as far as what turned me away from his product was people uploaded photos of the product tearing and stuff like that. So once I seen that, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna spend 40, 50 bucks for a hip circle, for one hip circle, and then the chances of it ripping on me is quite high. So again, I'm not just going off of one angry review. I'm going off of several reviews that says the same thing. And apparently the quality, the quality check on it is not being done. So I don't know what's going on at the factories or where you're getting these products from, but quality control is not quite there, because these people are actually saying in the comment section that their hip circle ripped on them within a couple of days. So I know stuff happens, but for the most part, it's like that's what quality control is there for. So you got to make sure everything is on point. And the longevity of it, I can't even tell, because apparently if it's giving these customers issues within the week, it's just, there you go. So I'm not buying anything to where I have to worry about it malfunctioning right out the box. So I didn't take my chance on Mark Bell's hip circle. No shots to the guy. He seems like an incredible guy. He has tons of products, and I'll look into the future of purchasing some of his products later on down the road. But as now for the hip circle, I had a budget in mind, and I get it for the most part. A lot of stuff is being sold. You can get it fairly cheap. So, I mean, depending on what it is, but for the most part, as far as like workout equipment, depending on what it is, you can get it fairly cheap. So, anyway, I ran through reviews. I seen these, and they had quite a bit. They had a lot of reviews on it. Not like thousands reviews. They had enough for me to pique interest in this product. So, going through the reviews and seeing that a lot of people are like, hey, this works, it's heavy duty, it doesn't slip, all the stuff that common hip circles will give you. I wasn't seeing any of that in the comment section. And then on top of that, besides the price, it comes in set of 3. The last thing that made me pull the trigger was the colorway. So as you can see, you have the gray, you have the black, and you have the red. So these colors being my go-to colors in life, I decided to go ahead and make that move. But the thing about it also, when I was looking up hip circles, a lot of these hip circles are targeted towards women, because women are the biggest consumers. So when it comes down to anything. So I'm looking through the hip circles. I'm seeing like, okay, they got a hip circle. That's cool, but I don't want a pink one. I don't want a yellow one. I don't want a orange one. They had like these girly colors, so didn't want them because off of that, I'm like, well, I guess I'm not gonna get any because I don't see anything that's neutral color. So seeing these, these colors was awesome. It's great because I'm not wearing anything that's just like, loud like that in the gym, because I'm wearing it and I want to be comfortable with it and I don't want it to be looking weird on me. So with that being said, I pulled the trigger and I went for them. So as far as the performance, they don't list the resistance. I had to double check again, but for the most part, I went off the reviews and people was like, they're telling me what they felt that there was the actual amount of resistance. So of course they have a level 1 being the lowest resistance, then they have 2, the black one being the second, and then red being the third level of resistance. So me being a rookie to this, I try to work on my abductors and abductors as much as possible before I do any squats or deadlifts. So me being new to this, I didn't jump to the second or third one because I knew it would probably cause a tear or something pretty bad. So I want to play it safe, and I went to the level 1 just to play it safe. And they come in, it's not a big deal, but they come in these clear packages, these little clear Ziploc bags when they arrive, and they also get a little nifty mesh bag that they come in. So it's pretty neat. You didn't need anything crazy with it, but if you were one of them people who don't want to take your gym bag or whatever like that, you got a little mesh bag to take with you when you go to your workout sessions, or your at home workout sessions, or outside or whatever. But you got a little mesh carrying bag to take with you if you don't want to take your gym bag. So without that being said, the quick way the way to put these on, I'm gonna go ahead and show you, because a lot of people get this misunderstood. You have to put these right above your knee. These hip circles, they go above your knee. They don't go all the way up to your mid thigh or even higher, because you're not gonna reap the benefits of them. So without that being said, let me go ahead and show you how to put these on. This side. So you just pretty much slip one leg in, other end. Raise these up for you. Step back. You're gonna have them right just a tad bit above your knees. So they look, and immediately when I put these on, my glutes are already activated without even trying. So just pretty much you just stay in your normal stance, and your glutes will automatically be activated. Because what it is, your legs, you're resisting against the bands, because the band wants to pull your knees in. So if I just relax, this will happen. So I'm constantly, when I want to walk right, so I'm gonna, fight against the resistance. So if you're at a relaxed position, this is what happens. And in your normal position, which you want to be in, you're gonna fight against that resistance. So you're gonna keep it like that, and you're pretty much walking. So that's pretty much it. You see how it's right above the knees. Don't have it way up here. It's not gonna work, and you're not gonna get the full effect. So you don't want it too high, but you want to keep it somewhat above your knees, probably an inch. That's pretty good position right there, good spot. So yeah, but you can, if you want to go higher, you can get a little effect with that also. But ideally, you want to put it right here. Kind of have it about an inch above your knees, and you'll be okay. All right. I hope I got a good shot of that. But let me get to the measurements. The measurements. Where are we? Okay, so I'm clocking it in at, it's about 14 inches long. So 14 inches long. The width, what do we got? 3 inches on the width. You see that? 3 inches. And that's a good amount, because I mean, not to say this is only the first pair of hip circles I ever bought, but you want something that's pretty wide. And the back of it, you see these little black lines, those are rubber bands on the back to help from slippage. So that's pretty good. Now it looks small when you pull out the bag, true enough, but that's how you want it. You don't want it all baggy, because then you have to be a certain size person, and this is pretty ideal for a normal size person. Granted, I mean, I'm not like 5'8", 120 pounds. I'm a pretty big guy, so this fits me perfectly. And I put them on when I went to the gym. So I literally, when you first put them on, when you first get them out the bag, they're super tight because you have to loosen up the fabric. So I had these on for about an hour and a half in the gym doing deads, and these work. These really work, man. Seriously, they didn't slip on me or anything like that. I was sweating pretty good, and they didn't budge on me or anything like that. Now, after a certain amount of time, I had them on for an hour and a half. The elasticity is still there, but I had to break them in. So, but they're still there. Even now, when I put them on now, it's still there. It's like I still had that glute activation. Now, what you want to do with these, like I told you earlier in the video, you don't want these below your knees. You don't want these all the way up to right, under your glutes. You want these pretty much 1 inch, maybe 2 inches above your knee, and then you can go from there. You can do your little lunges. You can do your walk arounds. So pretty much what I do, I just do my walk arounds and get my glutes activated. So I mean, you can do deads in them, you can do squats in them, but I'm not too sure about squats because based off your stance, if you have a wide stance like me, you can't do them because the bands won't stretch out that far, and then you end up, probably tearing something or whatever. So ideal for squats, true enough. Do your lunges, do your RDL, stuff like that. So, and then walk around in them, or get on your treadmill, or get on the stair climber. Do that, and then it'll work for you. So these things are pretty awesome. I know they have other ones made out of rubber. I wouldn't get those because those are, the longevity of them are not there. It's not going to be there because they're made out of some kind of thin rubber, silicone, whatever they make them out of, and it's going to break eventually. So they're not going to hold up to the constant use. So get these made out of all kind of fibers, and they have the rubber backings for slippage, for these little rubber band things on the back of them. They stretch out pretty well. Never had any complaints about them. I only used them once, but true enough, these things are very durable. So again, you want something that has a nice width to them. You want, the wider the better, pretty much. So they're thinner, I wouldn't get them. So these are hip circles. Even when these pretty wide, 3 inches is a perfect size. Probably get them 4 inches maybe, but if you get them in 3 inches, they're great. Now the level one, like I said, they didn't state it on the website when I picked them up. So I don't know. They typically be like, what is it, 30 for the lowest, 30 pounds of resistance for the lowest level. The second level is literally 40, and then the highest level is normally 60. As far as the other ones I looked up, so that's pretty much the standard resistance level as far as pounds go. So again, like the first level is normally 30, the second level is normally 50 pounds of resistance, and the third level is normally did I say 50 pounds of resistance. So it's 30, 40, 50. Now, I'm not too certain about these, but I know these work because I literally had to fight the entire time I had them on. Again, I had them on for about an hour and a half in the gym, so I took them off and I definitely felt them. Now, if you want to put these on, like I said, the highest, the starting length, as far as where you want to put them at, right above your knee. So you want to have them like 1-2 inches above your knee. Don't have them on your knee. Don't have them, again, below your knee because it's not doing anything. You want to have them about 1 or 2 inches above your knee. You probably can go up another inch. That'd be great because I did feel even more activation the higher I went up. But you probably want them somewhat mid thigh. So again, about 1 to, I'll say about 3 inches above your knee, and you'll be good. So keep them right there. Keep it right there, and you'll be all right. So let me double check again. Probably 5. 5 is the highest. You don't want no more than 5 inches. If you're tall, of course, the taller you are, the higher you have to have them up. But no more than 5 inches above your knee, and you'll be okay. So with that being said, what can they do to improve this product better? I don't know. I mean, pretty much just have the resistance levels on the website when you pick it up. That way the customer can make their decision before they go. But it's not a bummer because they're pretty much all the same pounds of resistance. It's just different colors and stuff like that. But I haven't tried the black or the red one because the gray one is giving me a hard time already. It's giving me what I need. So apparently, as I get stronger, then I'll upgrade little by little. But as far as a good tool to use, accessory to use for for your work, for glute activation, stuff like that, definitely get them. I'll start off with the gray. Now, if you're more of a professional lifter, I mean, you can go skip the levels. I would say the second one. Third one, I can just imagine whenever I get to the third level where I'll be. I know for sure my days will be crazy, for sure. But as far as what I'm using this for and what everyone else should be using this for, it'll definitely work. This is what you need. This is what you want. The price is great. The price is literally under $20. So I think it includes shipping and handling, I think, on Amazon. I have a link in the description down below. Of course, that'll help the channel. And very, very budget friendly. The other ones I saw were it's competitive prices. Sorry about that. I'm just waking up. But normally they'll try to keep it like in the 20s, and then the thing about the price too, some people will throw up these crazy prices thinking that it's a better product because it's higher, and that's not the case. So you have to do your research, do your due diligence, and find out what really fits in your budget or what you're find what you're actually looking for, and find out what's the first question is, what are you looking for, and what do you plan to find in your searching this product. Just don't buy something because you see it online, like, oh, I want it, and you just buy it. It doesn't work that way. Find something that you're going to use on a regular and that's going to benefit you, because a lot of these products, they're just thrown together and they just have random prices on there. A lot of them have fake reviews, and at the end of the day, you're still taking a chance. But based off the information that's given to you on the website, you make that sound decision. But as far as budget friendly, it's very effective, and it's just, you can't beat it, bro. Like Marina Sports, whoever owns this company, did a great job on these hip circles. And the fact that they give you 3 of them is great, because you can progress. You don't want something that's like, oh, buy this one and then that's it. Like, it's like buying a set of dumbbells, like 10-pound dumbbells. It's like, what are you gonna do after you get 10-pound dumbbells? So normally you want to buy a set of dumbbells because you're gonna progress and you want to challenge yourself the higher you go. So I mean, the fact that they came out with 3 of them they did it spot on. The price is non-negotiable. It's just, you wouldn't even second guess buying these bands. And then the colorway is crazy, bro. Like the gray, black, and red. Like anybody can wear this. And for the guys who's maybe a little concerned about the color, I get it, because you don't want something that's like it's pink, yellow, like some them hot girl colors. So you want something that's real neutral, that that you and your girlfriend, your wife can use or whatever. And you have to worry about feeling weird at the gym, because you want to be fully focused on your workout. You don't want to be distracted by a hot color. And it's like, you don't have it, you're not fully focused as you're worrying about these, pink, yellow, and green hip circle that you got on. So it looks ridiculous. But the fact that they didn't do anything crazy as far as with the color, they kept it real solid, and that really matters. So, because certain things, they come out with certain pieces of equipment they come out with, they target it more for the women and not really the guys. They don't make it neutral, friendly. So a lot of stuff like this, it's kind of hard to find, because it's always going to be a color that's a girl color. I mean, not to sound like a kindergarten or anything like that, but you know what I mean. It's like a girly color. You want something that's like a neutral, solid color that you can wear and not be judged when you use it. So the colorway is great. The product is great. The size I mentioned, like I said, is 14 inches long by 3 inches wide. It has this little rubber silicone in the inside, so it won't slip. And I like the branding. The branding is cool. Boom, nice little thick little rubber stamp right there with the level 1, level 2 on each side. Level 3. Boom. So you can easily find out which one you need to grab. So, and then the color goes with it also. So the gray, the light color, is a lighter resistance. The black is a solid color. It's more of a, and then the red is like danger zone. So either red is go time. Again, the price is under $20. Amazon, leave a link in the description down below. If you guys like hip circles, if you don't like hip circles, if you have Mark Bell hip circle, let me know about that. And again, guys, I'm not bashing the company. Guys comes out with a ton of products, and I know I'll be purchasing some in the future. But certain things, it just has to make sense. Like pretty much anything I buy has to make sense to I don't want to feel. I don't want to take a chance on buying something and it ended up messing up on me. So, granted, stuff happens, but if I'm seeing, 10 or more reviews saying that, hey, this thing, bust on me, the first week or first couple of days or the first day or even the first month, even the first couple of months, I'm not buying it. This is what it is. So then the price with it is not crazy. I mean, it's not, it's not overly expensive, but it's up there as far as the hip circle, and it's only one. And it's like, nah, so it is what it is. But maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll go through their quality check again, and then just, get back on that. And yeah, just pretty much figured it out. But for the most part, read the reviews, guys, because without the reviews, a lot of this stuff I wouldn't even have, because I'm not buying something and be like, oh, it's not going to happen to me. And it's like 50 reviews saying that, this product is trash. And I'm like, nah, I'm not that kind of person. So I'm going off the reviews. So without these reviews, a lot of these products I wouldn't even buy, let alone do these reviews on. So, I mean, granted, later on down the road, I'll do something, just some random review video on something that I really don't care about as far as the price or whatever. But for the most part, a lot of stuff that I do buy, I do plan on using. So, and on the regular, so I don't want to put myself out there just to be like, be some high-head saying, oh, it's not going to happen to me because, I'm this person. Stuff happens, man. So reviews are there for a reason, and use your best judgment. Now, if you just want to try something out the fly, that's cool. But normally me, I really don't. It really has to benefit me. It really has to benefit me. I'm not going to go do a review on wigs and, I'm bald headed. It is what it is, man. So it probably ain't had anything to do with the actual rant. But in general, I'm looking at the reviews, and based off the reviews, I'm about a product. I'm looking at the price, and depending on what it is, I'll buy it. But if it's some ridiculous price and I can get something that's the same for a fraction of the price, I'm going to go for that first. I'm not going to, it's just what it is. So, I mean, these bands, they come in a set. You can get quite a few, people online that are selling, bands that it says. But again, for me personally, stay away from the rubber ones because they're not durable. Now, these right here is going to last me for a long time, for years. Because the material they're made out of, look at the stitching on the back. Look at that. Double, like triple stitching. What was that? 2 stitches right here. And then one at the, just right here at the very bottom. It's not going anywhere. You wash them, cold wash, you tumble dry them, or you hang them. Other than that, just use them for the sole purpose of hip circles. Is to help to get them the glute muscles up. Other than that, I don't really see a reason to why these wouldn't last. Like, I know the material, and it's just solid, bro. It's solid. Again, these things aren't even 20. They're under $20. Use the the link in the description down below. You get a little kickback. So will I, and it helps grow the channel. But other than that, it's like the best bang for your buck, bro. Like, everyone needs to have this. As far as these people who want mobile work done, get these. You won't regret it. I promise you. 1 out of 10, well, 0 out of 5. I give these a solid 5 for sure. I know I only used it one time, but just based off me using it that one time, I know if something's going to work or not. I know the lifespan of it based off me testing the product. So I'm going to use it again continually, and as I grow, I'll be able to level up to to the highest one. So I can imagine the first one's already crazy. I know you had to it's stiff because it's new. You gotta stretch it out, stuff like that. But over the years, I can just imagine, especially when I get to the second level, how it's gonna be. Because even the first level was crazy. And before I go, I know it was some complaints about, oh, it's too big. It's 14 inches wide, and you want it somewhat as small as possible, at a ideal level. So 14 is the perfect size. Now, if you're, I don't know, man. I want to say what I want to say, interested, then I don't know. Like, it probably won't work for you. But you literally have to be under 100 pounds for this not to work. Literally. So this is more ideal to people who's probably who's somewhat bottom heavy, because you want the most resistance as possible. And again, when you stretch it out, you want that resistance also. So I don't know who's smaller than 14 inches wide, but I know some people out there. It's probably some guy who's 5 feet, 101 pounds. I don't know, but I mean, any average sized person, it'll work. Now, if you're obese, this won't work only because the bands only stretch out so far. So, if you're, 5'2" and you're, 230 pounds, you're a woman or whatever, or a man, it won't fit on you because these bands only stretch out so far. Like me struggling trying to stretch out this right now, level 1 is crazy, but that's pretty much the farthest it'll stretch out. And that's an extra, let me see, it's probably 14, it's probably extra like 6 inches that it'll stretch out. They'll go farther, but I'm not trying to blow out an elbow, trying to prove to you guys how far it stretches out. I know it stretches out enough to have that constant resistance. So if you're obese, if you're 300 and some pounds, if you're in the high 200s, and if you're, check the weight scale, weight to height ratio, and if you're just if you're just big, I'm sorry, man, it won't work on you. So you probably get some other hip circles. You probably get some, I don't know, some other ones. Check online and see what fits for you. But these are not ideal for any obese people. Again, I'm pretty tall, I'm a pretty big guy, and these fit perfectly. Again, hip circles, glute activation, nothing else you really can do about it. So that's all it's there for. It's very useful. I definitely get it. The price is right. Shipping came in quick. If you have, Amazon? If you have that Amazon 2-day membership, and that's pretty much all I can tell you. Link in the description down below. If you have some hip circles, tell me what you think about it. What's the brand? What's the name of them? If you have Mark Bell's, again, no shade thrown to that guy. Let me know how is yours holding up. So pretty much, let me know in the description down below. And if you want some hip circles, these are definitely the ones to get. That goes to show that you don't need to spend a lot of money to get great products. Now, later on, it's a new company too, so later on, when it picks up, I don't know if they're going to increase the price or not. I'm pretty sure they probably will, because $15 is cheap. Let's be real, it's cheap, and you don't really expect something so affordable to be so effective, but in this case it is. So again, this is the name of the company. Check it out, Marina Sports, and that's pretty much about it, guys. Until then, stay safe. God bless. Until next time, Stroger. I'm out.